Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will put total leather and we'll get started. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double-team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. It's Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Scott. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. No huddle offense to the line. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself. And they got him for the sack. Now facing a 3rd and long. The run from the shotgun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But ways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. He's looking to throw it. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. It's Howard. Finds a tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got past the line to gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. This should be the last play of the quarter.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
He's looking to throw. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw it again. That's caught. It's Scott. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He makes the connection. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Warren. Got his man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team when they needed to be, and David, they're going to have to do that again to pull out this W.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach at Ohio State and you won every game on your schedule, but you lose to Michigan, it's an unsuccessful year. So he's heard about it all season, and these players have too, and they'll be ready for some revenge.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Lets it go to the end zone. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Oh, he wants it all. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Jet sweep to the receiver. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force it to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver to get outside.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Howard. Spits it out to the back. It's complete to the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Warren. They're trying to get to it, and they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Looking for room. It's Judkins. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. The pull and throw off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Now adjusting. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot. And these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found Dale.
Go blue.
Like that, he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
To the air, it's Howard. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. He's looking for an open man on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Judkins. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He was trying to get that return.
There we go, pick six. Not pick six.
38. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Man, those big sticks give everybody juice. When you bring it and you fold somebody up like that on the offensive side of the football, everybody on defense gets excited. That Mike linebacker got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss with authority.
Off play action. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Bringing it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a play by this offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
In other schools around the country, Slippery Rock, 75. Mercyhurst University, 31.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
That makes the score Ohio State 14, Michigan 7.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that is a play the quarterback would love to have back. You cannot take a sack in that situation because the clock's still running right now. And that's a situation that they practice all week long in these 2-minute type drills.
Warren. He wants a big play here late. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
First down for this offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
GG's. No problem.
This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Offense getting set for 1st down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. Using the quick game.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Looking for space. It's Maffa. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. The 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Michigan 7, Clemson 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He's got his man. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting a touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
From the gun, running back on the move. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Warren. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. The pass rush comes through for you, you create a negative play.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. And that won't quite be enough for the 1st down as he's just short of the sticks. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the 1st down here on 4th. They'll try to pick up the 1st. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
A simple play, simple game. Get that 1st down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Gonna let it fly. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He's going to let it go. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a 1st down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Loveland. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
Going deep. Wide open. He makes the catch. Running toward the tape. And the defense couldn't correct. Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it down on the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's looking to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on the first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability.
And more yards after contact. Racing down the left side. Touchdown Wolverines. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Just when you think it's automatic, the victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes. taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Morris. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. A long way to go for this offense. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Warren. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a nice job getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack, making sure he didn't have time to buy some more space, and he almost grabbed him and pulled him into the end zone. He almost got 2 points and a safety.
Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Edwards. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, you know, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays in the playbook you can call.
And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest. Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. A first down for the offense. Looking for room, it's Edwards. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, what a grab by the defense. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with this fundamentals.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Here comes that Alabama offense. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Michigan 7, Alabama 0.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Coming after it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan 7, Alabama 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Alabama pushing the tempo. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score Michigan 14, Alabama 0.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28.
First and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They want to get this defense on its heels. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. 4th down, and the clock continues to dwindle away. They get right to the line of scrimmage. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies to try to convert on 4th down.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he hauls it in at the 25. Touchdown, Bama! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David. Going over the top. And it's caught inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he added the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
The incompletion brings up a second down. To the air, it's Milroe. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Michigan 21, Alabama 7.
And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure we do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Getting some heat, buying some time. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. And they gambled in their own.
So we like to end on a winning note. No one bites the dust. Thanks everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Peace.
everyone bites the dust. Thanks everyone for watching. Like, thumbs up, comment, subscribe and share. Victory Hand.